listening to the What the Wrestling podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. That's right, we about to talk about Smackdown and Rampage. Also some Cody news on this beautiful AEW Revolution pay-per-view day. It is 63 degrees in New York right now, and goddamn it, I'm excited because it's hot. Sick of this cold weather. Need to move. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about this. Revolution tonight. News on Cody. We got the reviews. Y'all know what it is. But first, check out my socials. As always, y'all know how it go. Follow me, RJD10K on Instagram, RJ699 on Twitter, RJD199 on Snapchat. Most importantly, follow What the Wrestling on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Also follow What the Wrestling on Spotify and Anchor. Also go back and check out the review we did for AEW Dynamite. Me and Isaac will be back to review Revolution tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. We will be going live. Check us out. I will have the time on Facebook, What the Wrestling. Let's go! Yes, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling. I am your host, RJD. I don't care how many times I say it, you gotta know. God damn it. I am your host, RJD. Welcome. We are here.
Perfect.
And we are here to review AEW Rampage and Smackdown. Smackdown has some good stuff on it that I actually really did like for once. So that's not a bad thing. It's about goddamn time. But before anything, let's get straight to it. Stop the show. Hit the goddamn like button, people. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. What the Wrestling. Stop playing. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. Because when I go live, I bring you the news. If not, how you gonna get it? You ain't gonna get these sound bites nowhere else combined with this news and this great flow and delivery. Come on, man. Coffee break. I got my coffee, I got my water. I'm ready to scream and shout at the mic. Let's go. I'm just playing. But let's talk about Cody Rhodes. So apparently Cody was pulled from internal WWE documents. It is highly speculated and highly rumored that he was going to appear at WrestleMania this year after he has left AEW. He came out with a statement. Tony came out with a statement. Brandy came out with a statement. And we all thought Cody Rhodes was gone. But, slow your roll. He may not be gone. Now, before I get into ringside news, because they're the ones who broke the story, let's talk about this because Ring of Honor was just purchased by Tony Khan. He now owns Ring of Honor. So, could Cody be coming back to follow in his father's footsteps and bring Ring of Honor to prominence by running that show a la Triple H and NXT, like apples for apples? Or could Cody really be going to WWE and he's really done with AEW? This recent acquisition of Ring of Honor really makes things interesting. We don't know what he's going to do. He hasn't signed. There's no reports he signed with either company. Nobody knows anything. So could he be getting ready to run a Ring of Honor? I think this is a possibility. Everything is speculation because nobody knows. Only people who know is Cody Rhodes and his wife. Nobody else knows anything. And I kind of like it like that. I like surprises. I mean, we could all speculate. It's fun to talk about. Gives everybody content. And that's great. That's awesome. But nobody really knows what Cody's going to do. But let's talk about this. So, Cody left AEW. Many assumed he was going back. Let me drop this just a tad. Oh, right there. Many assumed he was going back to WWE, but apparently that might not be the case. So Ringside News was told at 3:47 p.m. on Friday, today is Sunday, that Cody, as of an hour ago, was still on internal documents for WrestleMania. No other information is available. As with anything in WWE, plans change. Now, they continue. Not 3 hours after we ran our exclusive report about Cody Rhodes' WrestleMania status, WWE creative team has informed Ringside News that plans are about to change. The change seems to be significant when it comes to Rhodes' return to the company. So there is a tweet by Steve Carrier of Ringside News, and I quote, "Cody Rhodes' WrestleMania status has changed." Not 3 hours after we reported that he was on Mania documents, the creative team was informed that things have changed. We now can confirm Cody Rhodes was taking off all WrestleMania documents.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Wow. So what does this mean? Is Cody going back to AEW to book with Ring of Honor, to help book Ring of Honor? Is he going to run Ring of Honor? Is Ring of Honor going to be a separate promotion? Is Ring of Honor only going to be a one-off? Or are they only going to have 1 or 2 pay-per-views a year? Or is it going to be like special shows? Or is it all just for the Ring of Honor tape library, which is very, very valuable? AEW will make money on that for sure. So many speculations, so many rumors. We won't know until WrestleMania, because if they're going to do anything, they're going to do it at WrestleMania or the Raw after WrestleMania, which typically is the biggest Raw of the year, because that's when they start the new feuds, that's when they start the new stories, that's when everything, you get the surprises, people coming back, people have plans. If it's not on WrestleMania, it'll be the day after. So I really wonder what is going to happen. What are they going to do? This to me is dope. Not the fact that he was taking off WrestleMania plans, the fact that I don't know what he's gonna do. Like, it'll be so dope for him to appear at WrestleMania, for them to book him right. I mean, who knows? I mean, listen.
Stop it. Get some help.
I know, it's wishful thinking. I know. But I am very optimistic about this. It is great that there are so many things that he can do. He can go back to AEW and help with the Ring of Honor stuff, or he can go to WWE. Are they going to book him right? Probably not.
Oh, hell no!
But hey, our brother can dream, right? So I don't know. And I just want to know what's going to happen. These are very interesting times with very interesting implications coming soon. So we all need to stay tuned to this, because we know Cody is Cody, and he likes things to be, he wants to do things a certain way. Cody he thinks very highly of himself, as he should. I've said it and I'll say it again. There is no AEW without Cody Rhodes. Without Cody Rhodes, there's a lot of things that had to happen in a specific way for AEW to even exist. And there is no AEW without Cody Rhodes saying, "I'll take that bet." And then teaming up with the Bucks and Omega and Ring of Honor to help produce All In, which gave birth to TK, looking into getting with them and creating AEW. So much respect to Cody. We'll see what happens. We'll see where he goes. I really want to know. But let's see. Time will tell. Now, let's move on. AEW Rampage. Let's start there. March 4th, 2022. This was a good show with one hell of a goddamn opener. Man, Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God, versus Andrade El Idolo Tranquilo versus Darby Allin for the TNT Championship. This is the way, first of all, to all these goddamn guys in the ring, they are all workhorses. They are all very, very, very good professional wrestlers. They are all extremely talented, and Andrade is strong as shit because that brother has a strong back. But what I will say is I love the fact that they are putting matches like this on Rampage. This is how you keep this show engaging and entertaining, and this is how you get people to watch this show, by putting on shit like this. This is what we need on Rampage. We need dope ass wrestling matches that the fans can sink their teeth into. Listen, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. These guys are all awesome. This match was crazy. Beginning story of the match was they all went after Mr. Andrade because he's been a thorn in both of their asses. So they all teamed up. So Darby and Sammy teamed up to get him out of the match. Crazy exchanges. We had a crazy spot in this match where Sammy Guevara, he also has a strong back. I be telling y'all, these slim dudes be strong, man. Don't underestimate how strong a dude is just because he's not built like Brock Lesnar. These dudes are strong as hell. But he had a superplex, what's the name? A standing? No. He had Darby Allin in superplex position, but he didn't superplex him from the top rope. He kind of had him there, and Andrade came in, and then Andrade had him in powerbomb position while Darby had him in a superplex position, and it was a Tower of Doom spot, and Andrade powerbombed them both, got a good 2 count out of it. Andrade is very strong, and for Darby and Sammy, for Sammy to be able to balance Darby like that, and for Darby to not tip him over, impressive, very impressive. I don't believe I've seen that before. I know we've seen Tower of Doom spots, but that spot, I don't think I've seen it before. This match got "This is awesome" chants 2 minutes into the match. Like literally, the fans were all over this match. Literally, like 2 to 5 minutes into this match, it was like, "This is awesome." So perfect on all these guys. These guys straight money, all of them. So we had a coast to coast by Guevara. The end came when we had a coast to coast by Sammy Guevara. Darby tried to torpedo himself, but Sammy jumped off at the coast to coast, took him out. Darby Allin then took out Andrade with a suicide dive. Him and Guevara had a stare down. They went back, exchanging near falls and reversals. Andrade came back in the ring and almost hit the pin on, I believe it was Sammy, but he ended up reversing that into a go to hell, GCH. Darby then threw, after the GTH, he threw Sammy out of the ring, hit the coffin drop with the extra middle finger. Gotta love that. And Sammy came back in with a flying senton onto Darby, who was covering Andrade, and then got Darby up out of there and covered Andrade for the win. All these guys, awesome shit. Perfect. Hands down, all of these guys are fucking great. There's no other way to put it. Andrade is different from Sammy, who's different from Darby, but they all can work. They're all workhorses. They're all fantastic. This was great. This got me excited just watching Rampage. I love this match. This was great. We then had the House of Black. Well, we had Penta, Pac, and I forgot the other guy's name, the talker for Penta. They came out and they were talking junk up to the House of Black. The House of Black said, "Oh, you know what? Okay, I got you." They came out, talked their shit, and then they said, "Listen, you guys have your monster and Mr. Brody King, but we don't have ours. And we had Mr. Eric Redbeard.
Respect my authority!
We had Mr. Eric Redbeard come out, and that to me was dope. He looked great.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Eric Redbeard came out. He looked great. We had a bunch of goons, security guards come in there. They all got laid out. The baby faces stood tall. And then Penta did one of my favorite spots. He did the break your arm spot where he used to do this in Lucha Underground when he turned into Penta Zero, I think. He has so many goddamn names. But he would take the guy, have his arm loaded up, and wrench his shoulder all the way back and break his arm. That was awesome. Good stuff there. So we have a trios match coming between these 6 guys, and it's going to be phenomenal. I cannot wait to watch it. Shout out to Eric Redbeard. Don't know if he's signed or if he's all elite or if it's just a one-off or whatever. I don't care. It doesn't even matter. This guy's awesome. Rest in peace to fucking Brody Lee, man. God damn. Rest in peace to Brody Lee.
Perfect.
It's like every time I see him or Bray Wyatt, I like think of Brody Lee. Like, rest in peace to that brother, man. Now we had Keith Lee versus JD Drake. This was JD Drake got a lot of offense in. Keith Lee wrestled like a big man here. He wrestled like a big man. The end came where he caught a crossbody. And listen, JD Drake is no small man, but Keith Lee is no small man either. He caught JD Drake, powered him up on the shoulders, and hit him with the Big Bang Catastrophe for the win. The wingmen then came out to attack Mr. Keith Lee, but he fought them off with ease because he's a big beefy dude who wrestles like a cruiserweight. Now, a lot of people have been coming at Keith Lee because he's bigger. People are saying that he's overweight, he's too big, he's north of 300 pounds, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I have faith. This brother just needs reps. Listen, he's been out of action for a while, okay? So listen.
Respect my authority!
How dare you?
Shit on this man, all right? Listen, he's been out for a while. And who knows what he was doing? He could have, remember, he had the heart condition, and this is public knowledge. He said it on Twitter. He made a whole 13-minute video on it about how he almost died. After COVID, he had an enlarged heart and everything. Go to Keith Lee's Twitter and go look at that video. It's public knowledge. He's probably been chilling. Who knows if he was able to work out? Who knows what was going on? But the more reps he gets, the better he's going to be. So just relax. Man, that breeze feels good in this room. I know you guys could probably see right here. I have the curtain. The breeze feels amazing. Thank God. I'm about to go outside soon anyway. Right after I do this and upload this video, I'm about to hit the town before Revolution tonight. But back to Keith Lee. He's probably been chilling. He needs reps. That's what Keith Lee needs. He needs reps week after week after week. He just got married. He's probably in a good place in his life. He's probably happy. He's with AEW. He gets to be himself. He will be back to the old Keith Lee. He will drop the weight the more reps he gets. Tranquilo, everybody. Keith Lee's gonna be alright. Like, relax. He's gonna be fine. But Keith Lee looked good here. Continue to get this brother reps, and we shall bask in his glory. Moving on. Serena Deeb versus Leela Gray. This was another Professor's 5-minute challenge. This chick tried to run around. Deeb ended up getting her. Neck breaker. Hit the Serena. I think she hit a front face lock for the victory. And then after the match, we had a returning Sheeta. Sheeta is now back, and Sheeta was like,
Respect my authority!
Surprise, motherfucker.
And she came down with the kendo stick, and she was whipping that holy hell out of Serena Deeb. Man, she was whipping that bitch around. Not bitch as in Serena Deeb's a bitch. She was whipping that kendo stick. Like, she was whipping that bitch back and forth and just hitting her all over the place. God damn. And she looks good in red. Had this very nice red outfit. And it was sparkling and shit. And she came out and she was swinging that guy. She was swinging that goddamn kendo stick. Serena Deeb escaped out of the crowd. And I am looking forward to Sheeta throw Shida into this women's division. This women's division over the past 3 years went from to good to now it's a great division. And if they add Ember Moon, formerly now known as Athena, if they add her into this shit, goddamn, this is going to be a stacked women's division, more so than it already is. So shout out to them. Main events, we had Ethan Page versus Christian Cage. And this is the Streets of Rage. And we are on the same page. There's a lot of rhymes going on here.
Stop the cap.
I'm joking, guys. Relax. I'm not a rapper. This was a pretty decent match. These two guys are wrestling for the right to be in the Revolution ladder match. The end came when Christian got him in the corner, mounted for a 10-punch set, sunset flip tour for a 2 count. All Ego hit a reverse DDT for a near fall. Both guys ended up going for the win, but at the end of the day, there was a kill switch, and Christian Cage earns his spot in the ladder match. So Christian's gonna be in a ladder match. So we got 3 big beefy dudes and 3 regular dudes. I don't know how this ladder match is gonna look, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a crazy match. I hope everybody comes out of this ladder match okay, cause I can see this shit going crazy. And that, as they say in the hood, is that. This was good. This was good. Christian Cage is an expert in ladder matches, so I have no doubt that it's going to be okay. Who the hell is texting me right now? I have no doubt that it's going to be a good ladder match. It's going to be a great pay-per-view. My only hope is that the crowd stays up for this. We need y'all to stay up. Listen, if you're listening to me, okay, and you're at the show tonight, we need y'all from 8 o'clock, matter of fact, from 7 o'clock to 11, 11:30, whenever this bitch goes off. We need y'all to be engaged and be crazy and go crazy. Who knows if we're going to get a surprise tonight? I don't know. We need y'all to stay active tonight. I want this crowd rampant tonight. This is going to be an excellent show. I have no doubt. Now, moving on. Smackdown. Smackdown March 4th coming to you. We had a bunch of stuff on this show. Some good, some bad. And I'm not going to lie, I liked some of this stuff. Smackdown was not all bad. I'm not going to sit here and cap. Nope, not going to do it. Not going to sit here and cap like this show was terrible.
Stop the cap.
It definitely has some things that I liked. One being the start of the show. We had an Intercontinental Championship match. Ricochet versus Sami Zayn. This makes me mad.
How dare you?
I'm not gonna lie. Why don't they use Ricochet more? I know. Ray Sean, well, he just won the damn Intercontinental Champion. Why are you bitching? Listen, because he could have been doing this years ago, goddammit. That's why.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
He could have been doing this years ago. Ricochet is amazing. And they finally are doing something with him. If he doesn't at least beat like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people, I'm going to be tight. I don't care if his promos aren't that good. I don't care. Nobody can do what this guy can do in the ring. Not in WWE anyway. This guy's amazing. They had Sami Zayn is great too. I love Sami Zayn. I love babyface Sami Zayn, but I do love heels conspiracy theory Sami Zayn too. So for Ricochet,
Respect my authority!
respect that brother's authority, goddammit. So the end came. Ricochet did a lot of springboard top rope maneuvers in this match. This was great. But the end came when Johnny Knoxville came out. There was a springboard and it got reversed into a power bomb by Sami Zayn. Johnny Knoxville came out after his Jackass music hit. He had a distraction and Ricochet hit a Hurricane Rana a la Rey Mysterio style back in WCW. That's the first thing I thought about when I saw this Hurricane Rana. The way he hit it and then he whipped his leg and caught it. I was like, yeah, that's Rey Mysterio right there back in the 90s, early 2000s. Shout out to Rey Mysterio. And he got the victory. He earned the victory. Sami Zayn was in disbelief, and Ricochet is your new Intercontinental Champion. This was good, man. I wish it's about time they fucking do something with Ricochet.
Damn, son, where'd you find
It's
this?
about goddamn time. Shout out to Ricochet, man. This brother deserves more. Listen, I just want them to do something with Ricochet, okay? I just want them to use him to his full potential. I want them to use him for all of his abilities and everything that he can add to this division. Just use the brother, please. All right, that's the end of my rant. Okay, I'm done. Done.
Oh, yeah!
All right, moving on. Ricochet, your new IC champ. Austin Theory then comes out. He says, wherever Vince goes, I go. I'm beginning to like Austin Theory in this role. He's an excellent professional wrestler. He's got a good look, got a great body. Because of his attitude and his persona, you don't realize how jacked Austin Theory is. Like, he's a big dude. You know what I'm saying? But you don't realize that because he's, like, goofy sometimes. But that's his character. But shout out to Austin Theory. I'm really liking what he's doing now. And obviously, Vince really likes him because he's, like, grooming him for himself. So, shout out to that. Vince was on the Pat McAfee show. And this aired right before Austin Theory made his way to the ringside area. He confronted Pat McAfee, and he bitch smacked him. He hit him with the big smack.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
He hit him with the big smash, the bitch smack. Got a lot of boos, got a lot of heat, and Pat McAfee got all mad. So we now know Pat McAfee will be wrestling Austin Theory most likely at WrestleMania. They originally said Vince was gonna do it, but I'm glad they switched that shit up because that was very stupid.
Stupid.
Vince should not be wrestling at all. One more time.
Stupid.
Okay, moving on. Naomi versus Carmella. This got 3 minutes. I counted. I think this got 3 minutes. Naomi should be getting a push after the series of fantastic matches she had with Charlotte, and she's been looking really good. And you know, Naomi had her time to shine a couple of years ago. They kind of put her in the back burner, and now they're working her way back. You forget, Naomi's really good. Like, these women in WWE that are wrestlers, they can wrestle. We know WWE wants the models now, and then they want to train the models how to wrestle. They don't really want wrestlers anymore. But the women that actually are there, the Asukas, the Four Horsewomen, the Naomis, they're good. They all can wrestle their ass off. Shout out to Bayley. I want Bayley to come back too. Can't wait till she comes back. Hopefully that knee is doing okay. Made me think about her because of Darius just coming back. Shout out to Darius too. But hopefully Naomi gets some more. Oh, they were in Orlando too. They were in her hometown. So shout out to Naomi. She beat Carmella in about 3 minutes. Hit it with the moonsault, the springboard. I guess you call it a springboard moonsault. I guess something like that. Hit it with the moonsault off the rope, the flip moonsault. What's her name? Tried to interfere, and Sasha Banks pulled her off the apron, allowing Naomi to win. This was short. I mean, this was short. It was really nothing to it, but I'm just glad Naomi is now, we're beginning to spotlight her. I like that. We had Jinder Mahal versus Drew McIntyre, former 3MB members. Listen, they all made it work, so shout out to them. Drew McIntyre got the win.
You win!
This was decent. We had a backstage segment by Happy Corbin. They were playing poker backstage. And there was a 3-2-1 and Claymore to Mahal after the match. He cut a promo threatening to kill Happy Corbin on the grand stage of WrestleMania. Drew McIntyre and Happy Corbin at WrestleMania? No.
You lose.
No. That my brother deserves better than this. That is not the way to go. I don't like it. But you got to do what you got to do, and that's what he has to do. So, moving on. Then we had Mr. Roman Reigns. We had Rick Boogs and Shinsuke have their entrance, But the Usos came out and beat the hell out of them. And then Roman Reigns' music hit. He came out and he asked Paul Heyman about his famous spoiler line. Then he asked the fans of Miami if they wanted a spoiler. They obviously boo, cheer. He got acknowledged. He said he's gonna smash Brock at WrestleMania with about 5 million, with about 5 million in fireworks going off, and then he would hold the WWE and Universal titles over his head, and then Lesnar would have no choice but to acknowledge him. Me too. Then he said, acknowledge me, because we the ones. So shout out to Roman. Roman is, I know he says, yo, I'm on God mode, son.
You win.
He is not lying. That brother is on God mode.
Perfect.
He can do no wrong.
Respect my authority!
Acknowledge me. I'm about to get that soundbite. Acknowledge me. Roman's doing his thing, man. There's nothing else I can say about this. Shout out to Roman Reigns. We then had a Smackdown Tag Team Championship match. The Viking Raiders versus the Usos. The Usos won with a super kick and then the 1D because we the ones. And the Viking Raiders lose. This was actually a solid match. Viking Raiders are really good. When they get the chance to get some time, 10, 15, 20 minutes, and they could actually wrestle, and they use them to their full potential, Viking Raiders are really good. Usos are really good. These teams have great chemistry. I would love to see this again. Not right away, but I would love to see this again. Shout out to the Dudley Boys with the 3D finisher. That was great. Sheamus versus Big E. So Big E comes down with Kofi on a four-wheeler. Sheamus comes down with Ridge Holland. Kofi is doing the New Day Rocks with the horn of the four-wheeler. He gets hit in the back with a chair by Ridge Holland. Then Big E gets chop locked by Sheamus. And then Ridge Holland drives off. Sheamus drives off of Ridge Holland on the back. And they go to the back and they demolish the four-wheeler. Okay. That was weird.
Stop it. Get some help.
Don't know what was going on here, but okay.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Moving on. Caleb Braxton interviewed Johnny Knoxville, and he accepted Sami Zayn's challenge. That's happening. Cool. Moving on. Ronda Rousey versus Sonya Deville. This was exactly what it needed to be. Charlotte came out there to add a little bit more flair to the match, and there was a injury. Not a legit injury, but there was a armbar and a tap out. So this is all she wrote. Piper's Pit, then the armbar. After the match, Flair entered the ring and tried to beat up Ronda, but Ronda, because she caught her a one-trick pony, but she put her in the ankle lock, and then she was tapping out like a government mule. She was tapping her ass out. And Ronda stood tall after almost breaking Charlotte's ankles. So, like I said, this was a decent episode of SmackDown. We had some good stuff on this show. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and say, oh, this show sucked. It was bad. There was nothing that I liked. Nah, there's a lot of things that I liked on this show, man. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. So we got shots fired with Ronda and Charlotte. We got shots fired with Johnny and Sami Zayn. Now he's all mad. Now we got a new IC title champion. Usos and Viking Raiders had a good match. Listen.
Oh, yeah!
Not gonna sit here and get mad. Good shit on this show. Good shit. So hopefully they keep it up. We know WWE. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. But we know how they operate. They're probably not gonna keep it up, but a brother could wish, right? Wishful thinking. Wishful fucking thinking. We'll see what happens. But that is all I got for you guys today. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful Revolution Sunday, on this beautiful 65-degree day in New York. I'm going to go enjoy the sun and get a farmer's tan. And yes, goddammit, I'm going to get a farmer's tan. I know I'm dark skinned, okay? Bald and sexy, we know this. But it's all good. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to go get a farmer's tan. Okay?
Do it! Just do it!
I'm gonna finish my coffee. You're gonna look at the socials. You're gonna like the goddamn video, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel because you love me and you love the content that I'm bringing and you love the entertainment value, and it's gonna be a beautiful thing. So with that being said, I'm out of here. Enjoy. Check out my socials. Peace.